How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters from the MineRaft server. As always, I am Dor, and today we aren't really going to focus on vault runs. I am, however, going to run a whole bunch of vaults to gather up the resources that I want to gather up in order to do what I wanted to do today, but I don't know how much of those runs we're actually going to show in the episode because we are currently on the most recent version of the pack, which added in the holiday theme vaults. So when we come across some of those, I'll show you them if there's a difference between them, but we are going to start off today by running an Afterlife vault, and then we're probably going to try some Catalyst vaults because I don't have too many skulls. I have one to do an Afterlife, and then that's it. So if we don't get any from the vaults, then I'm just going to have to chance it and run normal vaults because I don't have the skulls right now to do anything. I should also mention that this is going to be the last episode of the year, so there won't be an episode next week or the first week of January. But anyways, I got a whole bunch of vaults to run. If we lose our loot or come across any of the holiday themes, I will show you guys those, but hopefully luck is on our side and we're able to get a bunch of the stuff that I need. I should mention before we start running vaults that I abandoned the stray bounty that we had from last episode because those guys aren't as common to come across, right? We only came across them once, and they were in the wintry theme vault, which maybe we come across again, maybe we don't. But I went ahead and took this one. We need to kill 93 skeletons, and we get 11 Larimar. So that's actually going to come in handy, especially since I have a really hard time finding ore. So that's actually going to help us. But yeah, we should be good. I'm going to run this vault. Maybe it's a Christmas theme one, maybe it's not. And we got a Christmas theme one immediately here. We also got a modifier called Crab Walk, which that's not great. We also got Drained, which is lose 70% of our mana. And with Crab Walk, we can only walk sideways. So, not ideal. Not ideal to start off the day on, if I'm being honest here. Is this stuff I can use? Gumdrops? No, this is just a bunch of, like, theme blocks. Okay. I'm going to be walking around in this vault probably in F5 because I can't see anything to the left of me. So, yeah. Hopefully this actually works. This is probably going to be a really bad looting experience. Ooh, wait, is that a thing I can actually open? Trap light blue present. So probably not a good idea to open that. But cool. Okay. I guess we got to keep an eye out for those things as well. We can't click on those, can we? No, we can't. Okay. This is going to be quite an experience that I'm not looking forward to, if I'm being completely honest, but it is what it is. So maybe we actually don't run any custom crystals because in order to charge these things this time around, we have to feed it mystical essence, which is this recipe here. And I don't have a whole lot of dreamstone. I do have enough to make 2 of these, but I don't have the woodadite. I have 1 ore from woodadite, and there's no guarantee that we get anything from it. So I'm just going to hold off and just chance our luck on running a bunch of random crystals. If we get lucky and get the things that we need, great. If we die, then it is what it is, I guess. And we just lost all of our gear to a drowned with a trident. I completely forgot that this was not Afterlife. I've gotten kind of used to the beginner's grace things, so that's my bad. I tried to challenge the guy for no reason. Could have just left. It would have been fine. We were high enough on mana to trigger another heal, which I should have taken advantage of. That was really stupid of me. But now comes the fun part of resetting, getting some gear, and running some more. That's not really great for us today. All right, so hopefully this time we don't die. I'm going in as light as I can, so if I lose anything, it's not super bad. I did lose the bag that Sage gave us. Totally forgot about that thing. I was using it, but I didn't take into consideration that I probably should not have taken that with me. That was my bad. I'm not even going to take any shulkers with me. If we die, we're only losing our inventory and our armor. I'm going to try and get in and get out. We're just looking for Dreamwood, or Driftwood, not Dreamwood. Driftwood and Larimar. That's all we need. And we need to kill skeletons for this thing, which it didn't count. Oh, you know, well, did we kill any skeletons? I feel like we killed skeletons in the last one, but I guess not. Well, we got another holiday one, and it's not Crab Walk, so I can actually walk around and show you guys this one and not get annoyed after a few seconds. But yeah, this is pretty cool. All the blocks are like gingerbread stuff. Well, we managed to get out of that vault alive. We also got a vault axe that we can roll. We're most likely going to lose that right now on this next run, which is going to be just my luck. But we also got some vault ores. So they changed the way it looks, as well as maybe spawns, because I found all this in one little bunch. So we got 1 Beniatite, 2 Larimar, and 1 Pizza Knight. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. But we got that now, so that's pretty cool. That is also our third player gem, right? We have Gorgonite, we have Iscalium, and now we have this one, so that's pretty neat as well. We also got a bucket of chocolate, which I thought was just water changed, but it's actually its own thing from Create, so that's kind of cool. But this axe does 13 damage, so that's going to be one more than our axe, and it has Spiteful on it, and an empty suffix as well. So I'm going to very quickly throw this through the table and see if we can get something good out of it. We did a 14 crit there. Cool. So let's do that. We can add one more, which is this guy. And we got Healing Cloud. Ooh, okay. Do we re-roll that? I think we keep it, right? I'm not really too familiar with all the stuff on this thing just yet, so I'm going to keep that. And I'm actually going to continue running the sword, because if we die and lose it, then we're not losing a fully fixed up sword. Well, I've been a bit of a dum-dum. I completely forgot that we had an extra chest piece in our Vault Gear chest here, so I'm going to swap on over to that. I've been wearing just a diamond chest piece that's about to break, so we'll use that. I'm also going to be using the axe that we got from Storm, because the sword that we were using is just about broken. We had Frail on the last vault there, and it kind of tore through the durability on it, so yeah, I'm gonna see if we get anything good on these. We do have empty slots on them, so let's see what we get. We got armor on that, so that's nice. We got +2 health on our boots. That's pretty good. And for our pants, we just got soulbound. So even if we do die, we still keep the pants. Same thing with the axe. The axe is also soulbound, so that should do us some favors here. But we haven't reset again off of the first time, so hopefully we don't die. And we did have a very good run the last time here, so not quite where I need to be, but we are getting close to the amount of stuff that I could potentially get away with using. I'm not 100% just yet. And I gotta be honest here, this holiday theme thing is cool and all, but it's not spawning skeletons, so the bounty's not moving at all off of these runs. So it's not exactly great for us. And, ooh, this has poison on it, I guess? I gotta look and see what the things are. There was cleaving on it, but I'm not quite sure what else. Poison Cloud, yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. We got another holiday theme one, but this one has cookies. Are those actual edible cookies? Ooh, they are. Sweet. And then we also got gingerbread houses. So this is the first one of these ones I've come across. And I want to see, what is this? This is just water. Okay. Unfortunate, but we got gingerbread houses here. We got cookies. I'm going to grab a couple of the houses because why not? But the cookies, I don't need those. Anyways, I'm going to run this one. We are very close to being done with the amount of stuff that we need to gather. I just checked, and we're 140 away from being done with it. I am going to have to shift my plans for today because I wanted to do a little bit more, but the runs are not really shaping up to be the runs that I needed. And that one setback kind of hurt a little more than I was expecting it to do. But for the time being, we are still going to try and get the other players some drawers on the server. It's just going to slightly be less drawers than I wanted to because I want to give them upgrades so that way they're at least somewhat useful, because right now the drawers, I don't know if they're nerfed in this pack or if that's how they normally are, but the drawers don't hold as much as a double chest without any upgrades in them currently. So I want to give them a couple upgrades apiece so that they're actually usable and want to use them. And that way, you know, it's not just a wasted item I'm giving people. So before we jump on into this next vault, I do have 2 points to spend, and I want to level into strength because we're already 2 levels behind, and that's not doing us any favors. So let's spec into that. It's going to cost us 2 points. We need another 4 to get to level 2, and then we don't get to do it again until level 50. So that's what our next focus is going to be. The next 4 levels is going to go into strength. We're currently 12 vaults into today's runs. We did die on the second vault, right? This was the afterlife one, and then we died on the secondary one, and we haven't died since, thankfully enough. I have had to swap axes because this one's just about broke, so we are using the new one that we rolled a little bit ago, but other than that, we should be good. Off of this crystal, if I'm able to get the rest of the driftwood, then I have enough driftwood to build the drawers that I want to give people, but then I need another 240 on top of that to give everyone upgrades and keys to the drawers. So I'm not quite done just yet today. The wooden chests are being quite stingy. Some of these runs are like 20 logs. Some of them are 10 logs. It's not been the best of runs, if I'm being honest. So I've got my runs cut out for me here. I do have 3 more crystals ready to go, or 2 more after this one. So ideally, this run we get the drawers done, and then maybe another 5 runs, maybe. We get the rest of the wood that we need to make the keys and the upgrades. That would be really nice. But we're going to get to it here. Oh, actually, you know what? This is a new vault that we haven't gotten before. So we have Living and Trapped on it. And yeah, it looks kind of cool. Oh, you know what? This is another holiday theme one. Okay, so this is one that we have not come across. Out of the 12 vaults, counting this one 13 now, only 2 of them, I want to say, maybe 3 of them, have not been holiday theme vaults. The dev team slightly may have overdone it a little bit. I know that you can go into the configs and change it, but I am not the admin or anything like that on this server, so I can't go into it and change it. So it is what it is. We can't complete any of the bounties because none of those guys spawn in here. The bounties that we do have today do not have anything on there that is spawning in these things, so a little unfortunate, but I'm going to get to looting. Hopefully we can get the 24 that I need for this first section of the drawer stuff, and then we can go from there, I suppose. So after that run, we did get enough driftwood to make all of the drawers, I think, unless I did my math wrong. So what I'm going to do right now is very quickly take all of the driftwood as well as all the chromatic iron that we have from the runs, and they definitely changed something with the spawning of vault ore, because every single run, we've gotten ore at least. So if we have enough beniatite today, there is a chance that we're picking up the little pot thingy that I wanted to grab that I didn't have the essence for, or the beniatite to do. We might have enough. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But anyways, I'm going to go through, like I said, grab all of the chromatic iron, grab all of the driftwood, and we're going to see really quickly if we have enough to at least make the drawers, so that way I know how many more I need to do the keys as well as the upgrades, because that's also a lot of driftwood as well. Okay, so it's looking like I have enough driftwood to do the drawers that I want to do, so I need another 240 driftwood to get all of the keys and upgrades for everyone. So that's another couple runs, like I said. But before we do that, I want to fortune down all the stuff that we got. So we had, I think, 20-something beniatite, and we also have 33 of the Larimars. So I'm going to fortune all this stuff down. If I have enough space to plop this all here, can I do this? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, cool. That's going to go there. And then if we have enough beniatite, then we can unlock one of the mods today. If we don't have enough beniatite, plus all the extra runs that we have to do to get the rest of the driftwood to get the keys and stuff going, then I'm just going to use the diamonds to make the keys for everybody. But if I have enough beniatite, then I'm not going to make anybody keys, because we need 2 diamonds or 4 vault diamonds per key. So yeah, you know what? Never mind. We have enough. Oh, we're 1 shy, right? Or no. No. We have enough to do this. Okay. So we do have enough to make a mod. We have a bunch of Larimar as well. We need that for the upgrades for the drawers. I'm just waiting for the chromatic iron to finish smelting down to finish off the first batch. We're going to have 40 drawers in total. We're doing 4 single drawers and then 4 quad drawers for everybody. Or 2x2 drawers. Yeah, quad drawers, right? We're going to be doing that for everybody. There's 10 other members on the server, so we need 10 of those. And then I'm going to give them an upgrade per drawer. So that's also another drawer on top of that for the upgrade. And then we need 2 more drawers for the keys, not counting the... Oh, actually, no. I don't need 240 because 1 drawer actually gives us 4 of the blank upgrades, I believe, right? So these guys right here, the upgrade templates, we need 1 drawer per 4, and then... we need 2 drawers at least, right? Because each one of these upgrades goes into the upgrades for the upgrade of the drawers. Man, upgrade, huh? But we need those. And then I can get away with 1 extra drawer for everybody instead of having to make 4. So then the math on that is minus a stack, I think, or minus 32. So I only need 200 and something. 209, I think, or something like that. I don't know. Quick math is not my strong suit. But that's actually good for us. We don't need as many drawers as I was thinking. I'll do the math before I start running vaults again, just so I can double check and make sure that I'm not going to run more than I need to. But yeah, that's what we're aiming for. We're most likely going to go with these ones here, storage upgrade 2s. This is going to allow, I believe, 2 double chests and a row of inventory on a 3rd chest, whatever that turns into. I think it's like 40 something or something stacks. I don't remember exactly. But if I can afford it, then we're going to try this one. It's a lot of the vault essence. Chromatic iron's not an issue right now. But I would like to do this one. It's just the vault test and stuff is going to be a little bit of an issue because that's 4 per. And we currently have 89 in there and then whatever we've gotten from the runs today as well. So I'll see what I can go with. I will be running some more vaults here in just a second. So let me get these drawers done, see how many I have extra of these. I think I have 3 of these extra. And then I'll do the quick math real quick and see exactly what I need before I do anything here. All right, so I did the math, and we're going to need another 178 driftwood to make the upgrades as well as the keys. And then we're also going to need 40 vault diamonds, but I think I have enough vault diamonds to do that right now. If by some way, over these next couple runs, we do get enough diamonds to do the mod as well, then I'll do that. But we have currently 11 in our storage, and I believe we might have like 20-something, maybe 30, enough to make 40. I'm pretty sure I counted it a little bit ago. All right, well, never mind what I just said because we don't have enough. We need another 8 diamonds to have enough to make all of the keys, plus another 16 on top of that to do the mod today as well, but that's not really the priority. So as long as we get another 8, then we can do the upgrades and the keys, as well as the 178 of the driftwood. So I'm going to run a few more here. I am running, honestly, a little short on time, so I'm hoping I can get this done, but we are going to have to wait and see. I'm going to plop this over here for 2 seconds, and we also actually need to make a pair of boots, or not make a pair of boots, but put our pair through the artisan thing over there, because these ones have an empty prefix. Please give me something good on these. We got health. Okay, I will gladly take that. That's pretty good. Oh, I need to go enchant these as well before I run the next one. Okay, well, here's a new room that we haven't come across this season. It's the X marks the spot room, so I'm going to make this nice and safe. I don't remember if this is one of the rooms where nothing can spawn on you or not, so this could go very, very poorly very quickly. All right, well, it looks like nothing spawned. So I'm going to take that as we're good. We also have a bunch of chests. These are all ornate chests, too. Okay. Not exactly what we're looking for today, but if we can get some more armor, you know what? I'll gladly take it. All right, well, we were doing really, really well there. We had about 35 driftwood on us, and a creeper spawned in the water. The one time where I tried to greed just a little bit. We had 3 minutes left on the clock. I should have left. I had 35, like I said, but I just wanted a little bit more, just a little bit more from that run. And a creeper just instantly killed us. That is really bad. Well, we don't have a whole lot of armor to roll, but we do have a couple pieces, so let's roll those. We still have our pants because those were soulbound, so we didn't lose those. We lost everything else though. Yeah, not great. Not great. That's not what we needed this late into the day here. But we got a new chest piece, so we got a couple chest pieces, we got a pair of boots, and we got a pair of pants. It looks like we're going to go with this one because it gives us health, so I'll take that. And then the boots really doesn't matter because we don't have any other options. And yeah, we're going to run. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to even be able to get this done now. That one wipe right there with the amount that we had on us would have made a good dent. It's not ideal. We're also going to be rocking this sword because the other one's about to break. Same thing with that one. So yeah, we'll be rocking this thing. See how well it does. Maybe not so good, but really don't have a choice here. Well, I'm actually out of time to run vaults today, so there's going to be a slight change of plans. Instead of giving everyone 4 sets of drawers, 8 in total, we're only going to give them 4, or two of each of them, so 4 in total, because that's going to allow us to then take the excess and turn them into keys as well as the upgrades for the drawers for them. I can't go with the ones that I wanted to go with, which were the upgrade 3, I believe, because we don't have enough of the essence stuff. We have like 80-something, 90-something in total, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do those. I'll see. I'll count all my stuff up again, but I don't think I'll be able to, even with the less drawers I'm going to give people. But I have to try and barter with somebody because I don't have the diamonds to make the keys. I have all the stuff to do the upgrades, maybe, but I for sure don't have the diamonds. I am 6 short, and I don't honestly... I'm so glad they gave it back to me and I didn't break it. Oh, man. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I'm going to try and see if maybe Val or Zed have 6 diamonds they want to part ways with. I'll even give them... Honestly, I'll give them the player gems that I have. I don't have any use to them right now. So I'm gonna hit them up, see if I can get anything. If not, then there's going to be another change of plans here because I don't have the diamonds. Well, it turns out that I'm a little bit of a dum-dum because I actually had 8 vault diamonds in one of the chests from the runs that we were doing. I didn't bring them over here like I thought I did, so we have exactly 40 right now. I'm going to make the keys, make the chests and upgrades and all that, and then I'll show you guys which one of these upgrades I decide to go with. It's probably going to be these ones, but again, we'll see here in a second. All right, so good news. I have all of the keys made. I just need to turn half of them into the ones that show the item quantity. The other 10 are going to be the ones that lock the drawers. I also have enough of the vault essence to make the tier 3 upgrades for everyone. So that is great. I have one upgrade thing left over, which is just going to get chucked in a chest right now. I could care less, but I should have a bunch of chromatic iron. Oh no, I should have a bunch of chromatic iron in here. Maybe, please. I know I have more. There we go. Do I have some in the drawers? I don't have any more in the drawers. Okay. I don't think that's going to be enough, but we can do this, and we can make 24 of them right now. Okay, so we need a little bit more chromatic iron, which is not an issue. I can go smelt that down. No problem. All right, finally, all of the upgrades are done. I just need to go get some squids, and that is that for the keys. But before we go give everyone these, there is a quick little wardrobe change that needs to happen. Now that's a bit more festive, so let's run around to everybody's base and drop their things off. We are going to be dropping off some extra stuff for some people, not everyone. I'll go ahead and show you guys that when we do, but I need to very quickly start making some shulkers because, actually I have some shulkers, but I don't think this is going to be enough to move all the stuff that I need to move. So I might need to peek into the gear that we looted from the runs and take all the shulker shells that we got. So we're all packed up, but there's one last thing that I want to do before we head on out. I don't want to just give them spruce drawers, right? I don't know if that's going to blend too well with their builds. So I'm going to make all of these drawers framed so that they can pick and choose whatever color scheme they want to use for their drawers, kind of like we're using on our ice drawer thing here. So it's pretty straightforward. It's just some sticks, and that's it. I did double check and make sure that by doing this, they are still able to set the drawers themselves. Well, it would appear that Door made a clerical error. There is actually 11 members on the server, not 10. So there's one person that's not going to receive anything because, again, I don't have time to run any vaults. So I do apologize for that. So what I'm going to do is take the 2 newest members of the server, put them onto this lucky wheel, and give it a spin and see who's going to be the one to not receive any gifts. I do apologize, but there's no other way for me to do this. The unlucky person is going to be Turtle. I do apologize. So let's go ahead and start dropping these things off at people's bases. So first up on the list here is Sagey's base, and we are going to build out a little present. It's going to be a little 5x5 thing, so something like that should do the trick. And that's... did I do that wrong? No, we need to go one more. There we go, that. And then we're going to have mostly red, right? And everybody's boxes are going to be basically the same thing, just different color schemes. I have a bunch of concrete that I made. Everybody's going to have a yellow ribbon. And yeah, that should be somewhat decent. We're going to have green here for Sage. I should have gone all yellow for his, since his color scheme is all yellow, but I don't have that much concrete, if I'm being honest. And as typical on this server, it is raining. So we are going to be giving them 2 drawers each, or 4 drawers in total, right? So those are the 2x2s. Let's give him the 1s. And then we're going to have to give him the other stuff as well here. So one of those. This is going to get better as we go on because the shulkers are going to get less and less. But there's that. Let's give him the 4 upgrades as well. Nope, not the concrete. I need that. And is that everything that we're giving people? Yes. Okay. So that's pretty much it. I am also going to do one of these and then plop one of those there so that nothing spawns in here. We should be good. All right. So now that's the completed little present that we're going to be dropping off on people's bases. A little bit bigger than it needs to be because we're only going to be putting 1 chest in the majority of people's boxes here. But I don't know how to make that any smaller. So we're just going to leave it be. And we should have enough concrete and all that. I'm going to drop a little sign here, write some stuff out, but we're going to be rinsing and repeating this over and over again at other people's bases. And the last little thing here, we're going to dye it and light it up. And you know what? That looks... oh, I'm not really a fan of that color, but it's too late in the day to change it. So we're going to leave it blue. It looks nice. And off to the next person. And next up on the list here is Zed. So we are going to give him the drawer stuff as well as 16 knowledge shards because he was mentioning the other day that he was a little low on knowledge essence to build knowledge stars. So I figured I'd give him 16 of those because we have a bunch of them at our base. So that is Zed done. I don't think I put Seiji's sign in the middle of his box, did I? I think I put it on the bottom. That's going to annoy me. I'm going to go back and change that. But there we go. We went with a blue and orange for Zed here. I got to go back to Seiji's and fix that because that's going to annoy me the longer I think about it. Next up on the list here, we got Val. So we're going to be giving him 9 stacks of chromatic iron as well as the drawer stuff. So let's close that up and throw a sign on there. We're going with the blue and red color scheme. I don't really have that many colors to work with. So I got all that and then I got all that. There's most likely going to be a couple duplicates of boxes here because, I mean, there's only so much I can do. But yeah, we're going to pop a sign on this, and we're jumping on over to another person here in just a second. And for the last person to receive anything other than drawers, we are over at Snow's base. So we are giving him 4 double chests of deep slate, as well as the cobbled variant and some blackstone. He is using this stuff for his builds. He requested it in the Discord a couple days back. I hope he still needs it. If not, then I'll come take it back if he doesn't need it, but hopefully he does. We're also giving him redstone. So we're giving him a couple stacks of redstone as well as the drawer stuff. All right, so we're down to only needing to build 2 more of these. So here's Lala's over in his little area. And then over on the side of Snow's base, hopefully out of his area so we're not in his way, I went ahead and built 3 more of them because I don't know where these guys are based. Usually when they're on, they're over here by Snow's base because there used to be a portal in the back that they would use, I think. I could be wrong, but hopefully they're still in this area. We got crafters, we've got powers, and we also got Ewan over here on the side. All right, so as it turns out, I don't really want anyone to feel left out. So what I went ahead and did is I made some more upgrades. We had some leftover drawers, so I went ahead and turned those into the upgrades, and I turned the other ones into the frame drawers. I didn't, however, have the diamonds to make the keys, so I'm just going to give him my keys right now, and I'll worry about making my own set when we start running vaults in the new year. But right now, we're fine with what I have set up. Everything's locked and everything is enabled to show the quantity. So I don't really need my keys at the moment. I'll worry about that in a few weeks when I come back to playing the game. But over here at Storm's base, I went ahead and put his right next to his house, so he should see it right away when he logs on. All right, well, I am officially done dropping off everyone's stuff. I do have to go back through and double check everyone's sign because for some reason, I have more ink than I do ink sacs. And I had the same amount of both of them. So somewhere I might have missed 3 signs dyeing them. Not exactly sure, but I'm going to double check. But everybody else is here. So we got Lala over there, we got Snow, and then everyone else that I don't know where exactly they are based, or even if they do have a base. I went in and plopped them all over here. I'm pretty sure I went over this already, but the only new addition is Giant Turtle over here. So everyone has drawers, everyone has keys, everyone has upgrades. So I am done. I'm going to jump back over to my base, but before I do, I'm going to double check everyone and ensure that I did dye everyone's sign. So let me go and do that. Well, it's been a long day. I don't have more ink than I do ink sacs because we separated the stack there. We have 63 of both. I'm being dumb. There was no need for that. So before we head off, I am going to open up our present. We got a present from the only person I can assume is Snow because we got some good stuff in there. So he gave us an Applied Energetics ME drive as well as the stuff to use it. So that is pretty good. We are not going to use this right now though, but once we do get our drawer controller, then we can have this interfacing with that as well as having some more storage stuff set aside in the drives. So I do appreciate it, Snow. Thank you so much for that. And one last thing before we wrap up today's episode. So during the 2 weeks off here, I am going to try and be as productive as I can. So currently, I'm planning on taking all of the villagers that we have right now, maybe adding in a couple more. I'm not 100% on that just yet, but I want to pull all of their prices down by turning them into zombies and then curing them, right? And so that's going to require a little bit of gold, not as much as last season because we now need the golden apple things or the red apple things that we get from vault runs. So we do have a little bit of these. I'm going to pull them down as far as I can. If I can get them all down to 1, great. I don't know though because we do have a little bit of those apples built up, We have currently 66 here, and then whatever we got from the runs today as well. So hopefully I can get most of them down to 1 or as close to 1 as we can, because paying 22 on a reset and then losing our pick over and over again, paying 19 for that, and I think Feather Falling's 30, or Quick Charge? Yeah, 37 for Quick Charge, which is our crossbow guy. So if I could get some of these guys down, that would be great. And I'm also going to be building out ENX04's Wither Farm again, right? The one that we built in our single-player world last season. That's going to come in handy because we need skulls for the afterlife thing. It's not all skulls this time around, but we still need them nonetheless. And the only way that we get skulls is by completing altar chests. So we do need to get the Wither Farm up and running. Unless it changes in the next couple updates, the farm is going to be helpful here. And then I'm also probably going to build the ENX04 raid farm. I believe Ian makes that one. I got to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's the one that stacks up and then you hit the armor stand over and over again. And the reason that I'm going to build those off camera in between the episodes here is because I don't have a secondary computer to use my secondary account on to like time lapse the build, right? You're just going to have a first person build, and I don't really like doing those. So I will link to those farms when we come back. If I do end up building them, I'm most likely going to end up building them. But those are the only 2 farms that I'm planning on building. Oh, actually a creeper farm as well. A creeper farm, the ENX04 Wither Farm, and the raid farm, which I think Ian also makes. I'm also going to plop down all of the animal pens and start farming those things up. I think I have everything in a jar. I have turtles, rabbits, sheep, cows, bees, pigs, and chickens. I don't think I'm missing anything else that we can get items from. If I am, let me know and I'll plop one of those things down as well in the downtime. But we should have everything ready to go. I need to start farming them. Our food supply is running a little low, and then when we have it pop up on the altar, it's also a bit of an issue because they don't seem to spawn in our area. But anyways, that is going to be it for today's episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I will catch you in the new year. Thanks so much for watching.